Well, all right now. How you doing, YouTube? Thanks for coming back to the channel. Hopefully I earned your subscription today. We're at this oak log here. It looks like a nice piece of oak, probably red oak. We'll see here in a minute as soon as I bust it open. And I'm on an oak-a-thon. If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to get as much oak done as I can early in the year. You know, whatever, by May or so, get that stuff dry and a lot of it. So I'm gonna buck this puppy up. It's a pretty good sized piece of wood. I'll probably have to split it in half to lift it up on the splitter because I don't have a log lift. That's one thing I'd like, but for the money I save, that's a whole, I got a good deal. So I am splitting this wood a little bit larger than I would if it was in the fall. It's in the spring. It has all year to dry. So, like I like to say, in the fall, we split them small. And also, as Grok says, if it ain't light, it ain't right. So we're going to just bust this up into some pieces here today and get going. So I appreciate you watching. And then I think after this, I have some clips of some cottonwood that I was messing with yesterday. I was actually trying to just cut that up and move it out of the way because it's kind of right when you're backing your truck up down the way, all down through here, over there, over yonder, over here. There's a few pieces of cottonwood right where, if you got a trailer, that cottonwood's sticking out, it's right in my way. So I was trying to buck that up a little bit, move it back a little. I didn't get it all, but I kind of bumped it back a few feet there anyways. So I'm going to show you that piece of cottonwood, and the center of that thing just broke right out of it like a little pole. Thought it was kind of neat. So that footage will be coming up at the end, but let me get my saw sharpened up. I did hit the dirt again. That's just part of it. So I gotta run over my saw real quick and get all suited up and everything. It is pretty chilly this morning, about 35 degrees, I think. So anyways, let me get my saw sharpened up and we're gonna buck on this wood. Okay, some weird shit just happened. Oh my gosh. Never noticed that until now. That's just great. That thing's fucked up. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, you don't even really need this thing. That is completely fucked. Alright, I'm gonna have to mess with that later. Well, my Dremel there has stripped out this little nose cone. Thankfully, it still works without it, but it's so stripped, I can't get this thing to screw on straight. I'm going to have to deal with that later. I'm not messing with that now. It still works, but it's probably too late to return this damn thing. Anyways. Well, all right now, boys and girls. We got the saw sharpened up, gassed up. Now, I didn't take the rakers down. I'm just going to take my chances on that. I might check it real quick, actually, but I took it down a lot last time. The saw was a little bit grabby, so now that I took the top plate down, the rakers are probably going to come right into line there, so it should be pretty good to go. I'm just going to start bucking this wood, see how it cuts. Now it's time to finally start bucking on this wood. I got all my safety gear on. It takes a minute to get going here, and I'm just going to cut with that saw and see if it doesn't cut real good. If it's throwing powder, the rakers need to be taken down. But let's just get going on it. Now, I did change my hat. If you notice, I know this hat is dirty. It's got some of that sweat stain on it, a little bit salty kind of. But that's why I'm using it. That other hat's brand new. I kind of hate to get it dirty again. But I'll take this hat home and wash it here tonight and get that nasty stain off of it. So don't you worry about that. And I don't know, eventually that black hat will probably get dirty, but I'm kind of trying to delay that as long as possible. Because I did lose my other black hat. This is some good burning wood. Somebody put that over here. Don't know who that would have been. All right, so anyways, I got a bunch of crap all over the place here. Probably have to use a saw and get that out of here. Let's start bucking some wood. No more delays here. Now we got that wood bucked up pretty nicely. There might be one more piece I could take out of there. It was sitting up on that hill though, to where my saw is going right into the dirt up on this side, so that's why I wanted to pull it back out of that trough on that hill. That's going to be about a truckload of wood or more. I thought I had a truckload last video and I had almost 2, so that's probably going to be a pretty good amount of wood. I might take one more buck off of that thing. It's just sitting there. It's got one more piece. Let me take one more and I'll be right back with you. And then I'm gonna have to break these in half. I'll probably try to do that with my axe. You know I love my axe. So let me get my axe swinging arm warmed up, and I'm gonna try to break these in half to where I can lift them. I'll be right back with you. All right, everybody. I got this thing kind of aimed down low, but let me see if I can break these in half with this axe here. It's some pretty decent wood. That one's kind of nasty right there. I don't even know if you can see that, but let's try. See, we got a crack running right through here. So let's see if that'll work. Help me out. One. Oh, they're still pretty heavy. Woo. All right, now that's what's going to be going on. They will split with the axe. I got quite a bit of work to do. I got to go through all of these and get them split up. I'm finding that, I don't know, the axe is a pretty good way of doing that. Excuse me. Let me back up here. So, as I was saying now, I'm liking the axe, even though it is a little bit of work. It gets me a little winded. It's good exercise, but noodling all these things takes longer than hitting them 3 times with the axe, and it burns up all your gas and your chains and your bar oil and everything else. It's just a big, noisy, loud process. And I could roll them over and try to muscle them on the splitter, but that also is a difficult process. I mean, that's a big, heavy round of oak. That probably weighs 200 pounds. Those bigger ones or more. So still, to roll that over there and then try to drop it right on the splitter and situate it to where it's on there perfect and everything, that's a wrestling match as well. So I just use the axe. You know what I'm saying? I just use the axe. All right, so let me get these busted up, and I'm going to do some splitting. I'll show you guys some splitting when I'm done here. Or not, who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. Well, all right now, everybody. You can probably see the mess behind me. I got all this stuff broken down. I did noodle a couple of the large ones. No big deal. I don't want to overdo it. I'm out of breath. So I'm going to split all this crap, get this pile of crap in the truck, and get it stacked up. I'll show you guys the pile when I'm done. It's over there behind me. You can probably see it behind me over there. So we'll go out onto the pile here, and I'll check in when we're done and sign off. All right, now, this is the wood that I got. I got a big old heaping truckload over a rig, and then this pile on the ground here. So it's a pretty nice deal. The wood's pretty good. There's a little bit of it that I had to throw away, but it's pretty good. I mean, like, this piece is about as bad as it gets, and there's still a lot of wood in there. For firewood, that's just some good oak burning wood. You can see I kind of have a barrage of crap up there. That's the stuff that just wasn't any good, a little bit punky. I threw that stuff away, but the rest of it is really looking pretty good. Like I said, it has a little bit of spalting on it, but it's still good burning oak wood. So I'm gonna go get this stuff stacked now. Okay, so we got a nice little pile of wood going here. We got red oak, we got pin oak, we got cottonwood, we have a little bit of mystery wood, maybe a couple pieces of maple in there. Now, I don't want to go too much higher with that. I don't want it to fall down. It's already looking kind of tipsy a little bit. It's hard to tell, but it's kind of leaning a little bit, but I packed it in the best I could. I'm not going to take it any higher than that, so we got quite a bit of wood out here, and I'll put an end cap down here on this left side and put my K back up down there, because like I said, this thing did a convertible move on me and folded right down. I got a piece of wood down there. I propped it up off the ground and slid some wood underneath it, but I may have to sacrifice a piece. Anyways, I would keep going this way, but it gets kind of nasty over there. It's kind of a muddy area over to the right one more time. So getting that wood out of there, I mean, there's like pond scum growing in there. If you can see, there's algae on the ground there now. So I don't really want to get down in there too much more, because when I go to get that out of here, it's going to be a mess. So I may just kind of leave this side like it is, and then put an end cap on the other side and put my K back up over there. Kind of disappointed that K I found in the garbage can, so it's not a big deal. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Good morning. I don't like that. Let's see. Well, all right now. I think I'm rolling.